Okay, this one's working. And we're live.
What's up, Lo?
What up, no? It must be Wednesday.
Wait, hump day?
Yeah.
My favorite of all days.
What?
Truth hurts, baby.
Why man great till he gotta be great? Woo! I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% that bitch. Even when I'm crying crazy, yeah, I got boy problems, that's the human in me. Bling bling, and or something, that's the goddess in me. Could've had a bad bitch, uncommittal, help you with your career, just a little. You're supposed to hold it down, but you're holding me back, and that's the sound. I mean, I'm calling you back. Why man great till he gotta be great? Don't text me, tell it straight to my face. Nomad playing in his little guitar. This is the happy half hour. Bum 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 bing.
Bum 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 bum.
Let me hear you. Bum 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 bing. Bum 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 bing.
Come on, Lo.
Hey. Bum 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 bing.
What?
Welcome.
Good job, Lo. That was awesome.
Come on, that was good, right?
Welcome to the Happy Half Hour Show with the lovely
Lola. And this is
The
Nomad.
nifty nomad, as
Yeah.
you so often refer.
As you see on his hat, that's Nomad. I'm Lola. You're YouTube, you're Facebook, and you are Instagram.
And we
Hello.
are here. That's right.
Streaming
Happy Half
live.
Hour Show, streaming live every Wednesday, coming at you 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's my little spin on it.
Yep, it's specific.
Because it's
And-
Pacific.
Yeah, and this time we're actually on time, so I'm pretty
Yes,
proud of
we were
us.
actually like sitting here waiting.
We were here 12 minutes early going, should we have a shot?
Yeah.
And we did.
We kinda did.
Anyway, today's a very
Yeah.
special Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
It's super special because we have a little something we want to share with you.
A reveal, if you will.
Yeah, I'm not pregnant because I'm taking
Yeah.
shots.
Oh, right.
So
Thank
get
God.
that out of your mind.
Oh my God.
I can just see all the people coming up. Are you pregnant? No, I'm
Yeah.
not.
We're gonna
All
have
right.
to drink like almond milk when you are, because you know it's gonna be.
Cheers. Oh, I won't be able to have my sake. I can't imagine.
Yeah,
Let's not go there. This is what we're here to tell you about. It is the revealing of the brand new.
You ready?
Yeah. What? The Nomad and Lola
Happy Half Hour
Brand new
Show
set.
Woo!
Come on.
It's our brand new set. Look at that.
We got every bottle you could ask for.
That's right.
Woo!
So we have to give a big shout out to Rudy and Karen Machinga.
Yep.
Rudy is an art designer, set designer here in the neighborhood in the Double B Burbank Media District, and he helped me design the entire set, put it together.
Rudy, you're the man.
Yes, you are. And then the Hustos from Hustopalooza, the very Hustos from Hustopalooza.
That's right.
Cheryl and Jeremy. Jeremy donated this awesome pub table and chair set, which are
You can't see them
beautiful.
because we're sitting on them.
Yeah. And Cheryl designed the sign and this one.
We have amazing
We love you guys.
friends.
You're amazing.
You guys,
Our friends are the best.
we couldn't do it without you.
We are so grateful.
Truth is, they didn't want to have the happy half hour at their show, at their house.
Yeah.
So they're like, no, we're gonna help you out. Have it at your house.
Yeah, because we kept hinting around like, well, maybe we should do it in your house because you guys have such cool backyards and stuff, you know? So,
Mhm.
anyway.
All right, so
this
let's
is
get
the
to it.
brand new Happy Half Hour set.
Ta-da!
Bam!
By the way,
All
there are not 100 bottles back there, but probably 99.
99 bottles of liquor on the wall. 99 bottles of liquor.
Okay, well, that's not the songs we're doing. But Nomad, I'll
Yes.
take your guitar
Oh.
so that way you can get us
Oh,
started
that's
with
right.
what
Well,
we
I think
all
I might
came
be
here
able to do
for.
both. I think I can do both.
You can?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. What can I do to help?
Well, I think you can just, talk to the folks. Today's drink of the week, or this week's drink of the week.
Yeah.
Notice, yeah, drink of the week. It'll be right there every week.
I don't know if you can read that.
Yeah, instant karma. Okay, so it's a little spin on a drink that we found online. Well, actually, we kind of made it up. Anyway, I'm taking an orange and I'm cutting it. You can't see the whole cutting deal.
And like
I'm
that,
going to cut
it's
it.
cut.
So now I'm cutting the orange. So I'm going to put a little bit of orange in each glass. Excuse my guitar neck.
Ah!
Oh, I did not.
He's getting used to my jokes.
Such an actress. Oh, can you say actress anymore, or is
No.
it actor?
Yeah, I'm just dramatic.
Yes, I know.
I'm neither.
All right, so some orange. Oh, lovely Lo. Can I have the ice, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hold, please.
Hold, please.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, be careful, don't trip.
We're still getting used to our set.
Yep.
Here
That's
we
a
go.
beautiful
Ice.
set. Thank you.
Ice, baby.
Yep. So
Sorry,
put
I
some
did- I
ice.
did
We'll
just
make
say
the cocktail going here. I get nice orange base there, and if you might hand
Because
me.
it's all about. Sorry.
If you might hand me the, never mind. Oh, I love that. And this recipe typically calls for triple sec, but today, you know what? We're changing it up a smidge.
We felt a
and
little
we are
peachy.
gonna do a little peach schnapps here, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you know, Lo,
We don't measure.
well, we do. I'm
Oh.
measuring right now.
Oh, that's not. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But oftentimes we don't. But as you know, every week you always post the drink of the week recipe.
Yes.
Correct.
Stay tuned for that. It'll be up on the stories everywhere. It'll be in the feed for YouTube or the feed, the description.
Descriptions.
There's so much technology jargon.
So basically, we got the peach schnapps, we got the fresh orange juice squeezed directly from the orange, and now this is some spiced rum. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look at this. Of
Oh.
the NOMAD LOLA variety. That smells yummy.
It does.
Yeah.
It smells like a holiday in a glass.
Oh, okay. You said I don't measure, and this
We
time
don't
I didn't measure.
It's okay. It's all right. Everybody
All right, we
knows
go
when
right
Nomad's
for it.
making
We
the
go right
drinks.
for it. Yeah,
You're
okay.
good. You're
All
fine.
right. Now, Lo, if you can hand me the lovely Pellegrino that we're using. So, to finish it off, like we oftentimes do, we do a nice little fizzy water. Oftentimes we like the flavored fizzy water. Lately we've been doing these San Pellegrinos. They're kind of tasty.
Yeah.
This one is the lemon raspberry.
And you too can get them on sale at Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Uh-huh. So once again, even though we don't endorse these companies, I still like telling you what we're using. I don't mind.
We're still drinking them.
Here we go. Stir it up. Give it a nice stir, Lo.
Stir it up.
Oh, I like that.
So what are we stirring these with, Nomad?
Little darling. We are stirring these with the very own Nomad Lola steel. No, metal. What are they made out of?
Stainless steel.
Stainless steel
straws.
straws.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we do that? To save the ocean creatures.
Save them, mother.
The dolphins
turtles.
and the turtles and the whales and everybody.
Yeah.
Fishes.
Mm.
That's an instant karma, baby.
Ooh.
Wow. That's nice.
Mm.
Mm. Now really get that orange juice there from the bottom.
So did you all get that? Are you all making your drinks?
You all
Okay.
ready? We got the drinks.
Even if they're not liqueur
Drink,
drinks. You know, a
Doesn't
nice
matter.
lemonade for you,
Do
John.
what you're feeling. Yeah.
Or an Arnold Palmer.
That's right.
maybe.
Arnold Palmer. I love Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So the reason why we started with our drink of the week being an instant karma, because this week in music history, that's right, January 27th, 1970. So we realized a couple weeks ago we're terrible at math, so I did it in advance. That's 50 years ago.
Actually, that's an easy one with all the zeros, 70 and 20.
Just in
I
case.
think we could do that one.
So 50 years
50
ago,
years ago,
on
incredible to
January
think about.
27th, John Lennon, he wrote, recorded, and mixed Instant Karma all in one day. Now, if you know anything about the music industry or the recording process, it's a
It
process.
takes a long
Oh,
time.
it is not something, unless you're Beyonce or John Lennon, it doesn't happen overnight, so to speak.
I gather he put in a good 12 to 16 hour day, seriously. Maybe more. I don't know if he pulled an all-nighter.
Of course it can be
But, you know,
done.
it just takes time.
It doesn't typically happen like that.
Right. No, you're right.
And then, after he wrote, recorded it, and mixed it, it was in stores within 10 days.
And now 50 years ago, that's incredible.
That's incredible.
Because back then you had a massive distribution
They had to
channel.
press it,
like everything, they had to go through such a whole process. Nowadays,
We stream.
it's streaming, digital,
Right.
instant, so it's a little different.
It's a little different now, but seriously, 50 years ago, instant karma was instant. And that's why we dedicated our drink of the week to John Legend. John Legend.
John Lennon, the other John L.
Cut! That's why we dedicated our drink to John Lennon.
That's right. This is the instant karma in his memory. We love you, John.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Oh, yes.
You forgot?
This is how it goes, if you didn't know how the song goes.
Great tune, by the way.
And we all shine on like the moon and the stars and the sun. And we all shine on and on, on and on and on.
Yes, Mr. Lennon, thank you very much.
That
for
was
the
much
instant
slower
karma.
than we
Yeah.
normally do it. It was a very
That's pretty
nice-
cool.
Yeah.
All right, and moving on with music history trivia facts. February 1st, 1949. So how many years ago was that, Lo? I know the answer.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. 71 years ago. February 1st, 1949, RCA Records issued the first ever 45 RPM single. We forgot to bring one in for display.
I just now remember that.
We have one.
It's
like
about the size of your head.
Yeah, it's like this.
It's not a 78. It's not a big one.
It's like, well,
And it's not a 33, right? 33s are really thick. That's for
Right.
like the gramophone. Gramophone. Why can't we talk? What happened?
no, but I like all this. This is
Instant
kinda
karma.
funny. Yeah, the really thick, not the big. Okay, got it. Anyway, the 45 RPM single, the invention of this size record made jukeboxes possible. So in other words, those beautiful machines that we have, we had back in the 40s and 50s, we wouldn't be able to have them, I guess, with big giant 33s.
No,
right?
this invention
too
made jukeboxes possible.
And
So
lined them up sideways.
I'm gonna take a picture. I have a 45 jukebox in the house,
Yeah.
and it's very old, and I love it to pieces. He hates it. I love it. We're gonna get it to work someday. But I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna put that on the story because that is
Yeah.
so cool.
It is cool. Totally cool.
All right.
45
Also,
jukeboxes, yes.
also happening this week in music history. I'm gonna set it up for you, and then you can hit it out of the park. All
I
right.
like it. I love it.
January 27th, 1973. You were just a baby. You were just a baby. What happened?
Well,
All right, I'll tell the story.
hold on. Yeah, you tell it.
You know that song, Superstition? We all know who's the singer of that song, right? That's Stevie Wonder. But did you know that this week in music history, it almost wasn't Stevie Wonder's song? In fact, it was Jeff Beck. Now stop. Do you know who Jeff Beck is? If you don't know who Jeff Beck is, I implore you to go Wikipedia him. You will be thoroughly impressed by that guy's resume. So Jeff Beck actually created the original drum track for Superstition in the studio with Stevie Wonder. And Stevie Wonder finished writing it and was like, hey Jeff, do you want to record this? I mean, since you kind of started it.
I love the idea that Stevie Wonder and Jeff Beck were just chilling in the studio back in '73. Be like, I don't know, mate. I think you should do it. And
Who's
Stevie's like,
Australian? Is Jeff?
no, I don't know, mate. Oh, I was trying to do an English accent. Jeff Beck is British.
Got it. Okay.
Anyway, I think you should do it, Stevie. And he's like, no, man, you should do it. Come on, Jeff. That's pretty cool.
But here, it almost wasn't a Stevie Wonder track. It really almost became a Jeff Beck track. But good old Barry Gordon. Barry Gordon came in.
Barry Gordy
Yeah.
from Motown.
Did I say Gordon?
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with me today?
No. Here, take another shot.
I need one. Oh my
You
gosh.
sure? Here, you want me to give you one for
I
real?
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I need one. What do you guys think? I can't speak correctly.
Ooh, let's see here. Lovely Low going in for the.
Okay, that's good. So the
Single
point
shot.
is, Stevie Wonder almost didn't record Superstition. Now, Superstition
crazy.
was his second ever #1 single, which actually came 10 years after his first ever #1 single. So, good old Barry Gordy saved the day for
That's right.
Stevie Wonder.
There is superstitious writings
there?
Let us bound to fall.
I think I see Mario too. 13-month-old baby. I don't remember the next line.
Anyway, that is so cool. So thank you, Stevie, for recording that song and making it the smash, timeless song that it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Moving on in music history. What do we got, Lo?
All right. This year was the year I was born. 1985. And
January 28th.
yeah, 1985. So how many years ago was that? Gee, I don't know. We will not say. We will not say. And don't you dare. So a special recording took place this week in 1985. Now, here's some cool things about it. I want to make sure I get it all correctly.
Okay.
It was recorded at A&M Studios in Hollywood.
Yep, right here down the street.
Written by Michael Jackson
Yep.
and Lionel Richie. It was produced or co-produced by Quincy Jones. So there's some big names on that one, but the names keep getting bigger because he included an all-star cast of singers to help him record We Are the World.
Now that's a treasure.
Now, you want to know how you got so many celebrities all together in one place?
No, what happened?
Because they were just celebrating the AMA Music Award ceremony. They happened to all be in town.
The American Music Awards? Is that it? Yeah.
That's the AMA, sorry.
Okay,
yes.
gotcha, yeah.
So they all cruised over. Some of them were still in their getup from
So
the
they were
AMAs.
just chilling there, partying.
And they went and they recorded this song. Now, the song was recorded for free. Everybody donated their time.
Right.
And I tried to look up to see how much money it raised, but we'll just say it was a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Now, Quincy co-produced it.
Right.
Who put it together? I know it was written by Michael and Lionel.
So
all-star cast. So I guess it was Quincy.
It was everybody. Everybody was in it. I mean, from Bob Dylan to Tina Turner to Diana Ross to Hall & Oates. I mean, everybody was in it. And they called themselves, let me make sure I say this correctly as well. The supergroup was called the United Support of Artists for Africa. So it was USA for Africa.
Oh, that's cool. That's a great little spin on letters there. Yeah, USA. And this was basically their answer to
Band-Aid.
Band-Aid, right.
Yeah.
Which was the world sponsored kind of.
For Africa.
Yeah.
And that was in 1985 too, I believe, right?
I think so.
That was the famous concert that Queen played, you know, that we all love.
Was that one?
Yeah.
Holy cow. I didn't even realize that.
I'm pretty darn sure.
Man, so that's amazing. We are the world, and it's true. You know, we had a very emotional week, so we'd have to help each other and support one another. And we have to remember that.
This
Seriously.
was a
We're
rough
all
week
humans.
for everybody.
Yeah.
I feel Los Angeles was hit hard with a tragedy. My family was hit with a harsh reality.
The world was hit hard, you know, with the loss.
Yeah. So if you happen to be going through any loss, our hearts are with you.
That's
and you're not alone. And sometimes we have to see the darkness in order to appreciate the light.
So true, though.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. February 1st, 2008. That wasn't that long ago. That was just 12 years ago. U.S. Space Agency, NASA, announced that Across the Universe by the Beatles. Now, I didn't even know this song existed until Lola turned me on to it. Across the Universe by the Beatles was to become the first song ever to be beamed directly into space. Now, I don't even understand what that means. She broke it down for me. I think it's pretty cool. Basically, the song, would be transmitted through the Deep Space Network, which is a real thing, a network of antennas a whole giant network of antennas on the 40th anniversary of the song being recorded and being aimed at the North Star. So, in other words, 40th anniversary of the song being recorded, they aimed this thing at the North Star Polaris, get this, 431 light years away. So we looked it up today, we're like, what does that mean? Well, apparently it means something like 6 trillion miles, roughly?
Yes.
And how many lifetimes would it take?
A light year is 6 trillion miles away.
Not 1 light year.
No, 1 light year is 6 trillion miles away.
Oh,
this was 431 light years away.
Okay.
So the amount of time it would take in human years is 137,000 years.
So you would have to live to be 137,000 years old in order to get to Polaris.
That's if you were a baby when you started traveling,
That's
too.
insane. Yeah. So anyway, they aimed this, I mean, it's just baffling. This Deep Space Network, they aimed the song towards Polaris. It went out there, and in a message to NASA, Paul McCartney said the project was an amazing feat. Well done, NASA, he added. Send my love to the aliens. All the best, Paul. Is that why you sign your emails all the very best? You stole that from Paul, didn't you?
No, I didn't, but I'm so happy that Paul and I have the same signature.
I think it's pretty cool. Aliens, deep space, network.
Yada yada. Okay, moving on.
Yep.
I found this little bit of trivia this week in music history. Have you guys ever heard of the band called Skinny Puppy? Now, I've heard of Snarky Puppy.
Love Snarky Puppy.
Snarky Puppies.
Rule.
Yeah, they.
Yep.
Yeah, go Shim. But no, it was actually, okay, side tangent. Shim, who is the lead singer of Snarky Puppy.
One of them.
Oh no, I'm talking about Sick Puppies.
Oh, you're talking about
Sick Puppies. Sick Puppies.
Yeah, because Snarky Puppy has a bunch.
There are so many bands with the puppy thing in there.
That's
Okay, so Snarky, no. Yes.
Skinny
No.
Puppy.
Sick Puppies.
Oh.
The lead singer's name was Shim, and the reason why they called him Shim was because his parents didn't know if he was a boy or a girl, so they called him Shim.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
that was his name. I thought that was really interesting. But Skinny Puppies, they're like a punk band. So don't play this.
Oh, sorry.
So they're a punk band, all right? And you can't help it. Give me the damn guitar, Nomad.
That's punk. Sorry.
Are you done?
Yes.
Cool. Skinny Puppy, a punk band, a very pop, aggressive punk band.
Yeah.
They sent an invoice to the U.S. government because they found out that their music was being used as a torture device in Guantanamo Bay.
I think that's nuts.
What?
Why would they do that?
How did the band even find out, number one? But number two, they sent them an invoice. I wonder how much that invoice was for, number one. And when they were interviewed, the band was like, it doesn't really sit well with us. Yes, we make aggressive rock, but we never really wanted it to be used in those terms. So that's interesting. That happened in 2014.
Very interesting.
This week.
Bizarre and interesting all at the same time. All right, moving on from music history to birthdays of the week. What do we have? Oh, the third. I like how you do that. You always put the number then the month. I see. Okay, I'm just reading her script.
For the first time ever, folks.
January 30th is Phil Collins' birthday. So that's what, tomorrow? The next day? Right around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon.
Phil Collins, the drummer, singer, songwriter, and founding member of Genesis. That's right.
And one of the top 3 richest drummers
Drummers
in
in
all
the
the
world. I think it was Phil Collins, Ringo Starr, and Dave Grohl.
Yeah, I was going to say Foo Fighters. Yeah.
Yeah.
This means Foo Fighters, if you
This
didn't
means
know.
Foo Fighters. I like it. Okay.
Happy birthday to That's right. Happy birthday, Justin Timberlake. Thanks for bringing sexy back and a few other things.
I'm banging sexy. Okay.
So happy birthday.
February 1st, 1994, Mr. Harry Styles of One Direction was born. Happy birthday, sir. We actually really dig your music. You are quite the artist.
I think Harry Styles is like our modern day Mick Jagger. At least he has the potential to be. He might not be there yet, but that kid could easily drop panties.
Super duper talented. Wait, did you?
What? Did I just say that?
Yeah, you.
Whoops. Happy birthday, Shakira! So here's a fun thing about Shakira. Shakira's full name is Shakira Isabella Mubarak Rapol.
Rapol. Wait, why the emphasis on Rapol?
Why? Well, if you didn't know, that's our last name. It is. It's Rapol. And you don't see very many famous Rapols.
It's my last name from me father, who is Cuban, from Cuba. And you know what they say about Rapol? In Colombia, South America, it's as common as Smith is as in the United States.
Really?
Yeah, so Rapol is like a Smith for the United States. That's how it is for Colombia.
And
South America.
Shakira happens to be the top-selling Colombian artist of all time.
Yeah, she
so
does
look at
put
that.
over 40 million albums.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow. I
Now-
bet you it's even higher than that now.
So I know we're not supposed to talk about women's age, but I'm going to say this. I will be 35 this year. Not a big deal.
Wow, look at you.
I
I'm
know.
so proud of you.
I'm admitting it.
With the divulgence.
But my point is, Shakira is 42, and
Oh, wow.
Jennifer Lopez is going to be 51 this year, and those babes are ruling the Super Bowl this week. That's right. I'm so excited for these two bitches to be up on the stage. I cannot wait to see what they do. And yeah, I'm really proud that they're representing.
By the way, I think all three of them can drop panties for sure.
Who? Who's the third one?
Shakira, J-Lo, and who else did you say?
Oh, and Harry Styles now?
No, the other female.
There's only two females.
Shakira, J-Lo, you said somebody else rocking the Super Bowl.
No, it's just the two of them.
Okay.
Whose panties are you hoping to drop?
Hey,
You
it's
guys
your
got that,
phrase.
right?
I took your phrase. You
I
did
totally
it
messed
first.
it up.
Yeah.
You're in
Anyway,
trouble.
okay, you know what, guys and gals and
We
people out there?
apologize.
She does an amazing Shakira impersonation. You need to hear it.
Oh my god.
La 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 la.
Hold on, I don't think I've drinking enough of that.
I don't think I've drank it enough.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, try it.
No, 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 at your feet. I'm at your feet. Wherever we're meant to be together, I'll be there and you'll be here. And that's the deal, my dear. Here on, you'll never have to wonder. We can always stay right here. And that's the deal, my dear.
Nice, Lo. I love when you do that.
You should hear my Cher impression. Maybe next week.
Yeah, well, maybe soon we'll get to that. I think that wraps it.
This
right?
was a lot of music history this week.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I had fun.
I had a blast.
I had a good drink.
Yeah. With our new set.
Do you
Thank
like
you
it?
once again. Shout outs to Rudy Machanga for helping me design and build the set. For Cheryl Husto for creating these lovely signs right here. Don't forget to hashtag Happy Half Hour Show. I think it's even coming up backwards on your screen, but it's hashtag Happy Half Hour Show. Make sure you use it in lots of posts. Talk about us. Don't forget to tag Nomad and Lola at Nomad and Lola. So thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, Jeremy Husto, for this lovely chair and table additions to our set. Really, we are grateful.
Thank you, Mike Spramoli, for this awesome guitar.
Mike Spramoli
Thank
from
you
Merida
for-
Guitars.
I honestly, we have a lot of friends to thank.
We do have a lot of friends.
You guys are all amazing.
We are so blessed and grateful. Seriously.
So tune in next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday,
I forgot what day we do this on.
next hump day.
Tune in next Wednesday for
Yeah.
another spectacular episode of Nomad and Lola's Happy Half Hour Show.
Yeah. You gotta show him your jacket, Lo.
Why man great till you gotta be great? Woo!
Yeah, keep that.
I
Yeah.
just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% that bitch. Even when I'm crying crazy, yeah, I got boy problems, that's a human in me. Bling bling, then I saw them that you got to see me. Coulda had a bad bitch, I'm committal. Help you with your career, just a little. You're supposed to hold it down, but you're holding me back, and that's the sound of me not calling you back. Huh. Why man great till you gotta be great? All right.
All right.
We're out.
Happy Half Hour Show.
Good
Don't
night.
forget to check us out everywhere. We're streaming all the music. And that's it. We are out, baby.
Toodaloo. Bye. Bye. Okay, so